What's going on, guys? This is Michael MGF, and today I'm going to be doing another LEGO Marvel Superheroes Avengers Infinity War set review on the Corvus Glaive Thresher Attack, and the center for this one is 76103. The recommended ages are 7 through 14, and it has piece count of 416, while the price point is $39.99. So this is definitely one of the weaker sets from the Infinity War wave for sure. The set itself is kind of but the minifigure lineup is pretty solid. So we'll get into all of that right now. Okay, our first minifigure, T'Challa himself, the King of Wakanda, the Black Panther. Check this figure out. You've seen it before. It already came in the Black Panther sets. However, I kind of want to take this time to talk about it a little bit. I do really appreciate how LEGO really nailed the design, especially for the torso. And I mentioned this in the showcase video I did for my own custom Black Panther minifigure that I made. And I kind of wish that LEGO had taken a bit more advantage of their printing capabilities with this one. Because while they portrayed a lot of T'Challa's, like suit designs in like with these silver lines, and again, I don't know if this is because they are basing it off of concept art or what, I kind of wish that they would have included a lot more of the really fine details and patterns that we see running all throughout T'Challa's suit in the movie, because details like that would have made this minifigure look so good, and LEGO is absolutely capable of printing those things on, whereas for somebody like me, it would take me weeks of on and off work to paint detail like that. So I think that would have been great for this minifigure, but that's really like my only nitpick, and it really is a nitpick. Aside from that, the head works. You've got the standard like Darth Maul-esque Panther ears this time around again, and then you can see there is the back of the minifigure as well. And again, this torso was very helpful with me making my own Black Panther, so yeah, reference was kind of hard to look at. Either way, there he is. Next up, I think probably the most exciting minifigure from the set, because she was so great in the movie, Shuri. This figure is definitely kind of interesting. The head comes pretty close to the likeness of the actress. However, the hairpiece is it works for the most part. It's not entirely accurate on the back, but I totally understand why LEGO decided to use it. And then we also do have a more aggressive facial expression as well, and just to give you a quick look at what it looks like with the hairpiece on top, to give you an idea for that. However, Shuri's wearing like this orange jacket, and we have yet to see what she's going to be looking like in Infinity War, so I really can't comment on the design, but it looks fairly interesting, so that's a thing. And then you can see it does continue onto the back, as you already saw. She's got a pair of black legs, and then her actual gauntlets, like these blasters, are the exact same ones that you saw with Ulysses Claw, the Black Panther sets. However, this time, obviously they are much more fitting for Shuri, because at least these are actually mostly accurate to their on-screen appearance, whereas Claws, that was just like I don't know what they were going for. So anyway, yeah, I really do think these are great, and these of course attach via a basic clip inside the piece, and so yeah, there you go, Shuri, her first debut as a minifigure. And we've got Vision copied and pasted over onto this set, and as you can see, he's exactly the same as you remember him in the Age of Ultron sets and in the Civil War sets. There is no difference here. Still a really great minifigure with a really great design, and however, this time I could not get the cape to cooperate. It's just like stuck in this position. Anyway, here's a quick look at the back of the minifigure as well, along with the back of the head. So yeah, Vision is here in this set. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of an odd placement. It's like you'd think it'd be in one of the other sets. Our third minifigure is the final member of the Black Order, Corvus Glaive. This dude is like straight from Lord of the Rings, not really, but his staff is pretty awesome. It's comprised of 5 pieces, and it's pretty big as well. So I just kind of wanted to get it out of the shot. Now I have to bring up, Corvus Glaive is really detailed. I mean, his costume and his entire suit and his armor and everything about it. The detail on this dude is insane, and LEGO is just like, yeah, he doesn't need leg printing either. It's fine. And then they saw the headpiece, which is definitely pretty unique, and was like, yep, just throw a hood on there. That's fine. And I guess that's okay, but we're going to go ahead and remove it to give you a better look at the face, which definitely looks very nice. Love that design and the aggressive facial expression on it. Turning it around, you can see he's smirking and smiling, assuming, I don't know, maybe he's, successfully captured the Mind Stone and retrieved it for Thanos. Anyway, removing the head, you can see this cape is probably one of my favorite parts of the minifigure because it's basically like a regular cape, just kind of shredded. I mean, it's just shredded. It's got holes in it. It's definitely very, very cool, and I really do love the cape. The actual torso design is definitely pretty interesting as well. It's not overly exciting, but definitely very detailed and captures that same level of detail that I showed you with that picture, and then that only continues onto the back of the torso. In that design, of course, is just covered up by the cape, which is unfortunate, but yeah, there he is, Corvus Glaive, our last member of Thanos' big happy family. And I just kind of wish the headpiece was a little different. Lastly, we've got another Outrider. I've got like 4 of these at this point. They're spread throughout the Infinity War sets, and it's still a very cool minifigure for Thanos' army, of course. And it's yeah, you can see the torso. A lot of people have mentioned that it would be work really well for like a purist comics version of Wasp. So that's a really cool idea. And then you can see the head is a thing, and then you can see on the back we've got 4 arms. These dudes have freaking 6 arms, and that's using the same apparatus that was used on the Iron Spider, that was used on freaking, I think, who was in the last set? Oh yeah, Tony with like his this thing, and so there's that. And then on the back of the torso, you can see it's very detailed, almost more detailed than the front. And these are very, very cool. I would say definitely a lot more interesting than the Chitauri minifigures we had for 2012 sets. And so, yeah, that's it. Now let's take a look at the actual set. Okay, so now on to the actual 2 builds included with this set. These are okay. They're fine. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not jumping up and down over this one, guys. But it's still pretty cool for a couple different features and a couple different reasons. So you can see on the outside here, the exterior kind of looks like a fortress. I love the gold bars, but we've got an abundance of stickers out here. I mean, we've got 3 window stickers here, along with stickers on the top and bottom of each. So a whopping total of 9 stickers on just this left wall alone. And you can see we do we can like fold this wall in and out, which is a cool feature as well. Just wanted to point that out really quick. And then if we move a little further along here to the right, you can see I've got this door sticker, which I low-key peeled off and tried to put back on. Didn't work out very well. So that's lopsided, but still pretty cool. And then you can see a little further up, we've got some stickers for added detail on these 2 bricks here. And so that looks pretty cool. I love the plants on the bottom. And so yeah, in terms of more features, you can see this door does open and close, and it's just using some very basic technique. I kind of wish that there was something that would have held it in place if you wanted it to, but it just kind of comes back down each time, so that's fine. Then you can see up top we've got a pretty decent platform for minifigures, and I'll just go ahead and put T'Challa up here because he's the freaking king. And yeah, man, then you can see on the top as well, we do also have a couple rotating turrets, and these are exactly the same. You can spin a full 360, and they have a couple stud shooters on the top of each, and those just fire by pushing down on the gray levers. And did that stud completely fly off the studio? No, it didn't. I mean, that's a lie. It kind of did. It's on the floor, but I'm saying at least I can see it and put it back on. So there we go. There is that. And now, just to cover it really quick, on the left side here, there's a connector. I don't know why, but if this, I don't know if this is meant to connect to another set. I couldn't find any evidence that it does, but it's there. So I don't know, maybe that's foreshadowing for future Infinity War sets. Either way, you can just real quick take note of this little section here and this little dish piece here. So this dish basically acts as a jump scare feature, because now we go inside to the laboratory, and just to cover it really quick, you got some pretty decent amount of space for minifigures up on this balcony on this ledge as well. So that's pretty cool. But this black dish basically, like I said, works as a jump scare feature, and you just go ahead and you push down on it, with a pretty decent amount of force. And oh man, dude, if a freaking android jumped out at me that quick, I'd be freaking out. But Vision basically attaches to this slab by use of one of those basic axle pieces or whatever you'd like to call it, and that feature works because of a purple little ball joint in there. So that's pretty interesting. However, it's kind of odd that we have the Mind Stone now both printed into Vision's head, if you will, and then we have it physically on this table here. And so, of course, the Mind Stone is the one included with this set, and so that is pretty cool. Not sure if that foreshadows anything in the movie or not. Either way, further over to the right, we've got a couple computer screens, and the one on the right features a Outrider dropship from the smallest set, and so that's definitely pretty cool. Not included, however. And then on the left, we've got a blueprint and some some like documentation with the Mind Zone. And then a little bit further down, we've got another screen with some more added detail, and so that looks pretty cool. And we're just gonna go ahead and take Shuri and seat her right there, and you can see right beneath her seat as well, we do have this cone, and this cone acts as basically another feature, and it's pretty cool. I've never seen this piece before myself, and let me know if you have. We're gonna use Corvus Glaive as our guinea pig, and so just pushing down or pushing forward on that purple cone beneath her chair, you can see that this fires pretty well. And it's pretty effective. And you do get 2 of these included with the set, I should mention, in case you lose this one. So that works. And I mean, aside from that, that is pretty much it for this like Wakandan fortress thing. And then again, you know, the door opens, you can put a minifigure there and you have them run out. And so, I mean, the playability features are there. It's not overly exciting, but they work, so that's cool. Next, we have the Thresher, and the Thresher is just basically a bunch of clobbered together plant pieces and slopes with some Technic shoved on top. And the way this works is you basically take this giant wheel, thing, and you just kind of rest it beneath. And the way that this piece here basically is meant to just kind of rest on this piece in the center of the wheel. And if that would focus, that would be even better. But you kind of get the idea, right? So you do that, and then the idea here is once you have it all lined up and ready to go, it just kind of smashes into this whole set. And so the way that works is then you just push down on the red button here, and boom. Now you can do it a little bit harder with a bit more force, and that would be great if it would work. And you can see it's pretty effective. So yeah, I mean, the playability features, they work. Right there, I mean, I would say the Thresher is by far the most exciting one, of course, while the rest of the playability features on the actual, like, Wakandan fortress here aren't thrilling. You know, again, at least they all work, and it's definitely still a really cool set. Now, it's totally up for debate as to whether or not this set is worth the $40. Now, I'll tell you right now, to be completely honest, there's no way I would have bought this set had I not been reviewing it for you guys. I would have most definitely have just picked up Shuri and Corvus Glaive on eBay or Bricklink, if anything. And so, if you decide that this set is worth $40, great. Let me know down in the comments. Personally, I would, for the first time with the Infinity War sets, advise against picking this one up. But again, it's totally up to you. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And yeah. On that note, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the box, the instruction manual, and we'll wrap up this video. Okay, here's the box. There's the front. There's the top with Black Panther sporting the actual size reference. And then we've got the back with all the features that I just showed you. You know, we were doing so great having one instruction manual per set, but then LEGO, for whatever reason, included 3 with this one. I mean, good God, it's not that big of a set. Why? This first one builds the Thresher, so I guess that's fair. But then you can see over here on the left, we got the advertisement for half the lineup again, and then over here on the right, the Infinity Gauntlet gimmick, so that's pretty cool. And then, in the second instruction manual, we've got nothing, and then that just builds half of the Wakandan fortress thing, and so that's kind of odd. I don't understand why we needed 3 instruction manuals. And then we also have an advertisement for LEGO Life, so that's cool. But like 3 instruction manuals, like, come on, man, why? I keep these. I don't need 3 for a $40 set. But yeah, so let's go ahead and finish this up. Okay, there we go. That is it for this review. Thank you so much for sticking around for the whole thing. I really appreciate it. And real quick, for those of you that did, how would you like me to review the last 2 sets, being the Outrider Dropship Attack and Thor's Weapon Quest? I'm considering putting them together in one video, kind of like 2 separate reviews smashed together. Or I could just review them separately like usual, and they would come out over the course of the next 2 days. Whereas if I had them and I jammed 2 reviews into one video, I could have all the Infinity War sets done and reviewed by like this time tomorrow or the following day or whenever. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. I still haven't decided. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And yeah, but if you enjoyed this review, maybe if you found it informative, or if it helped you in deciding as to whether or not you do plan on picking up this set, or maybe you just you liked or disliked and things and. Just let me know down in the comments, man. Drop a like below if you care. And on that note, you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Links to all 3 of those are always down in the description below if you want to catch up with me and all the custom Infinity War minifigures that I'm working on. If you want to be the first one to see them long before they make it over here on the channel, then definitely do that also if you care. And so, yeah, I think that's it, man. Here we go. All right, bye-bye. it, and if you did enjoy this review, maybe found you did these at this point, they are pretty, and the back, all features, Why are we so out of focus? What? It's right in front of the frame. Like, what?